public execution. Really, the main combo that you have right here is between naiyou and Creme leaping on in, getting that big shockwave off. It's not that you can't hit it, it's just a little bit harder overall.
Yeah, I like what you illustrated.
Previous matchup, that's where you got a lot of your success. In the previous matchups that other teams have had versus TES, that's where they've been able to exploit this roster as well. And if you can just keep repeat ganking, keep seeing if he's available. I mean, is he just dead?
Tower plate. He just dies.
Yeah, what?
He just dies.
What?
And naiyou focusing on the top side. There's no vision to spot this up, so Xiaoxu, despite the fact that he got first blood, could go down here. Has level 6 to try and escape. Might choose to use it, but unfortunately is going to get stunned up once by the public execution and once by the Pantheon, who jumps right in on top of him. Xiaoxu still alive as the dragon will fall in the favor of JDG, and they will gladly trade their top laner's life.
Took a while. Took a
He's
really
going
long
for
while.
it! He's going for it!
2. Okay. Just about going to be the stun coming through from naiyou. I think 369 was just about going to be okay. Needed 2 or 3 more auto attacks. Oh, absolutely he does. And this is where you really need to accelerate yourself ahead. We've been talking about this TES composition as being aggressive and as to needing an early gold lead. Well, this is where you get it. The point at which you've got that level 6, you want to be using that Grand Starfall off of cooldown where you think you really need it. JDG going to start it up.
First item complete for GALA, not the case for JackeyLove. This is an ill-advised fight for top esports, but
no.
They are going to yeet JunJia right out of there, and suddenly the smite difference is going to make this a whole lot easier. naiyou can grab this one right now. Vampire is low. GALA will collect a kill, trade it out for his support, but with Creme unfortunately walking into the river, it will be another kill that goes the way of JDG. A 2-for-1 plus the dragon, and maybe a little bit more, as JunJia comes down to punish an overextended naiyou, who flashes away, will not get knocked up. 2-for-1 still in the favor of JDG, but again, dragon goes to top.
And that's GALA just beginning to rip people's heads off right there with the transcend.
Gold. Not a good statistical
Creme.
bit of news for them. Dive towards the bot side, not awesome either. Creme is unfortunately not able to play League of Legends.
No. No, he is not, and that is a little bit unfortunate. Of course, that does pull multiple going right now. HongQ got the Seekers as well, so he's got that extra level of survivability. Potential skirmish here.
JunJia definitely feels confident stepping up to naiyou with GALA as strong as he is. No stun going to connect onto the wall, and GALA even manages to dodge the Keeper's verdict. Now, no kills will go down, but a Rift Herald will be thrown out. First tower in the mid lane going to go the way of top esports.
Drake into the back pockets of JDG.
Not a bad way for this to go for them, and perhaps starting to stack up resistance if they have access to future Dragon. Baron right now, both teams pretty close in the grand scheme of things. One good team fight out of top esports, one good isolation onto GALA could be it, but they've instead been isolated themselves. JackeyLove goes down in the mid lane, and it is disaster for top esports, who now have no way to
the Baron at this point. Instead, it may just be a collapse right here onto 369. He's stuck around to take himself a couple of turret plates. We have seen this already. Gets pushed back as well. This is just a buy time for the team to arrive.
Emperor's Divide just makes the positioning out of 369 that much more difficult. Flash for flash. Up top side, 369 incredibly mobile, but JunJia does land that little bit of CC as naiyou comes in really late, but maybe with the help of Creme, with the help of a shockwave, could turn this around. They answer one back. HongQ is now alone, flashes away, but cannot get out from fengyue. It is a double kill for Creme, and top esports show up right in time.
And this is just a really odd set of plays right here.
Start it up now. JDG still have 5 members standing. fengyue has to play frontline for the team.
I mean, you could just step up as Xiaoxu.
naiyou gets bumped right out of the pit by Headbutt, but JackeyLove free firing in the backline, actually doing very well with 369, flanking and publicly executing GALA. Top esports turn the fight around at the Dragon Pit.
Not at all, and that may well have been the throw out of JDG. Yes, they get themselves the Drake. Yes, they are.
Top esports have their pick of the litter.
I mean, he's pretty slippery right there, just about going to be able to get on away. And what we saw in this previous teamfight is what's going to bear out for the rest of these teamfights. Which of the ADCs is allowed to sit and hit? If JackeyLove is allowed to sit and do his damage, well then these should be teamfights for TES, but...
Public execution. Right onto JunJia, now stunned into the wall, but cannot be damn sure far away. fengyue ejects 3 members of JDG, and that makes it an easy pick on the jungler. 5v5, difficult. 2v5, not so much.
I mean, it felt a little bit like an anti-synergy at first, you know, that's 3 members who have just had a big chunk of damage done to them, who've punted away, but it works out in the end. The re-engage coming through from JDG.
naiyou, fortunately enough health to tank up tower for a little while longer. No more public execution, though, means that GALA should be all the safer, but he takes a big chunk of damage out of Creme, who is now feeling much more comfortable in the Orianna with 2 items completed. JackeyLove not even stuns him right back, but Sion, being Sion, takes 0 damage. Huge flank out of 369, unspotted as of yet. He's going to look for access on GALA. Vampire playing Peel for his AD carry.
Vampire finds 369, that can snap this engage in half. There we go.
Dragon half HP, and out goes the Alistair. 369 looks for GALA, forces a flash out of him, which is big. Still zoning out the AD carry. JunJia in the front lines with a whole lot of crescent guarding going on as well. JDG take almost no damage, but GALA commits for naiyou and gets instantly deleted by Creme. It is a huge amount of damage coming out of the Orianna, and JDG, with just 2 members left, will give up their last, and it is an ace for top esports on the Dragon to follow.
They're gonna get just... I get it. You're looking to take out the jungler, but you know that all of your opponents are stood in the bush. This is exactly what we've been highlighting as, oh boy.
Cut back to live, just continues being a good news story for top esports. JackeyLove, Thanos snaps HongQ, and top esports now have the Baron, no mid laner to face up against, and an engage from JDG to protect a little bit of vision.
Another fully completed item. If he does, maybe there's a chance to turn things around. Yes, he is going to be able to grab that mortal, so at least you've got that little bit of extra damage onto GALA. But when we were talking about this player, we said he could be great, but he sometimes tries to do a little bit too much. Right now, though, he is going to have to step up big for his team.
Watch Shockwave from Creme. That has been given specifically to GALA. No other member of JDG has had the honor of wasting Creme's Shockwave so far. Another big shield out of naiyou just completely negates any retaliation that JDG might have. What a Shockwave connecting onto 4 members, and as Sion rockets forward, Xiaoxu expires before the train even reaches its end. Public execution right on top of HongQ, leaves the 0 at 1 HP, and it's 369 and naiyou all over the backline of JDG, with JunJia the last standing and the last to fall. It'll be a double kill picked up by naiyou, and a win in game 1 picked up by top esports against JDG.
As much as JDG came into today as the favorites, top esports, they're playing for top 4. They needed is going to be massive. For TES, you need something tanky in the top lane to just round the composition out. They are going to go towards the Cassante. You don't look like you like that very much.
I just don't love that we saved...
Right about the skirmish, just wrong side of the map.
Odd to see JunJia stepping up so far for this, but it is a 2v2, and fear is going to land. JunJia flashes over the wall onto naiyou and ends up picking up first blood for his... Classic mid laner sticking around with low health, low mana, and naiyou really wants to answer back. Creme flashes away, but HongQ will be finished off a little bit too greedy.
Stacking could be really impactful here for JDG. You've got yourself a composition that wants to be playing aggressive early on, has a good scaling into the late game, so having the Drake stacking in your favor, allowing you to control the tempo of the game going forwards, will be really good for them if they can keep it up, obviously. It's just going to be the first Drake for the moment.
Well, it's been gold leads all the way across the board for JDG up until that very same moment. Paranoia, however, immediately unleashed onto the bot side, will be interrupted by the level 6 from fengyue, but that does not stop his AD carry from going down. Kill collected by JunJia, and first Paranoia has gone pretty well, Bloxer.
Just used the ulti to get back to the lane, actually, so isn't going to be able to teleport himself in from here.
Joshua's teleport, 369 does not. Engage happens with Vampire on the bot side, and unfortunately, Miasma costs fengyue most of his HP. Creme walks into the river, but is unable to stop the dragon from going down. Huge ultimate from Cassiopeia. HongQ almost deleting the jungler entirely, but JunJia commits into the backside and immediately is going to be answered back. It is 1-for-1 with the dragon going to JDG. Creme trying to play backline, but Boomerang Blade almost finishes off fengyue. 1 HP and will go down to GALA, but Creme answers back with the help of JiaQi, taking down HongQ. GALA's running for the hills, does not have a whole lot of cooldowns left, and no spell shield left to save him. Top esports, they may lose the dragon, but they are collecting members of JDG one by one.
Vampire looked like he was going to go for a little bit of a save.
Teleport to join the fight should he wish to. Top Esports won the 4v4 last time, now equalizing the numbers once again. Xiaoxu's got a pretty impressive flank right now, but out go the lights and inside the pit. Unfortunately, JunJia does not get the better end of that trade, loses the Rift Herald and loses his life as he tries to dive onto the backline. Well, JDG's backline have to run away, turn tail from the Rise ultimate. Realm Warp really turning that fight even further in that we've seen out of JunJia so far, have not been indicating a great level of coordination out of JDG with this champion. Even right now, moving up towards the top side, he may be able to collect one. 369 extremely low, and JunJia will actually find another kill. No paranoia used, however, they will lose Dragon for it.
This season, he has been 50-50, 1 win, 1 loss on this Nocturne, and he has shown once again right here, on the picks he's really good, and in the team fights just hasn't been able to make it work anywhere near as well. Still, it looks like it should actually still be this top lane tower going down as that first brick, even through the Rift Herald, is gonna go down, and that's really nice right here from JDG. That extra influx of gold, 400 gold for that first tower, is really good for them, considering that they didn't have the Rift Herald to help out.
And around last Dragon fight, we also noted that Rumble, well, he had teleport.
Gonna be able to get away with his spell shield intact. That could be big going on forwards, as we have a look towards the Drake, and it's already gonna be gone.
JDG do spot that. They know there's nothing they can do about it now. Unfortunately, it's their job to disengage. Nothing else to be gotten in this fight. Once Top Esports have the gold advantage and have the Dragon, there is no point in trying to brute force the issue.
No, absolutely not, but you just lose this objective very easily. You're potentially going to give over all 4 of these Ocean Drakes, which would be a massive boon to a champion like the K'Sante, who could just use that all the way through. They're even able to step up right here and take this mid lane tower, expanding their goal, trying to step up right here. GALA too, being very aggressive right now. He's right on the brink of completing that 3rd item, and oh, Vampire, oh no! No!
There goes a Change the Corruption, and there goes a Vampire. Steps 1 moment too close to TES. JackeyLove will collect the 2nd kill, but 369 just wanted to turn this into more. JDG have already been forced out of the river. They might even be forced out of a Baron, as with 2 picks going the way of Top Esports, they feel confident starting this objective up.
No jungler available right here for JDG, and this may well be them throwing the game away. Only the damage carry still available, and they can step up, but this Baron should just be gone. Equalizer to try steal it, doesn't manage.
Doesn't even do that much damage
to
Top Esports, as once again they collect the objective.
No, and that's going to be 4 flashes now off of the board. 3 of them just blown in that one play. And with these Baron-empowered cannon minions wrecking these towers, TES, they are knocking on the door of the base right now.
And looking for their series win. A win here, like we said, keeps the hopes alive for TES of making it into the knockout stage. They will need a little bit more luck, but for right now, fate is being taken into their own hands, or especially into 369's, as he zones everybody off of the inhibitor and stays above half health while doing it. K'Sante moment for him, and perhaps a winning moment for Top Esports as they look for another fight. Out goes the hook, connecting with 369, the tankiest member of Top, as JackeyLove gets time alone with Xiaoxu, and ultimately actually ends up being taken down by the Paranoia. Big turnaround by JDG. They've still got both Nexus towers up. Another Petrifying Gaze goes out. HongQ gets flashed on, and TES, they want to finish this game right now. Creme still alive, hitting the last Nexus tower, and JunJia does not have the damage to deal with it. Popped into the GA while his support goes down, while JunJia emerges into a nightmare for JDG. It will be Top Esports that take game 2 and take the series.